Did you know that right now, in medicine cabinets across America, there sits a pill that millions of seniors take daily, believing it's protecting them, when it might actually be putting their heart at risk? I'm talking about a medication so common that 9 out of 10 people over 65 have it in their home. Yet most have no idea that this seemingly innocent pill could be silently weakening the very organ it's meant to protect. I'm Dr. Fernando Manocchi, and after 15 years as a cardiac surgeon, I've seen too many patients arrive in my operating room with hearts that have been compromised not by their original condition, but by the very medications they trusted to keep them safe. Today, I need to share something with you that could change how you think about your daily medications and give you the knowledge to protect your heart in ways that truly work. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine your heart as the engine of a classic car that's been running perfectly for decades. Now imagine someone tells you they have a special additive that will make your engine run even better. You add it faithfully every day, trusting the expert advice. But slowly, almost imperceptibly, this additive begins to gum up your engine's delicate mechanisms. The engine still runs, but it's working harder, struggling more, and gradually wearing down in ways you can't see or feel, until one day, it simply can't keep up anymore. This is exactly what's happening to millions of hearts right now, and the culprit might surprise you. We're talking about proton pump inhibitors, commonly known as PPIs. These are medications like omeprazole, lansoprazole, and esomeprazole that are prescribed for acid reflux, heartburn, and stomach ulcers. Names you might recognize include Prilosec, Prevacid, and Nexium. If you've ever dealt with persistent heartburn or been diagnosed with GERD, chances are you've been prescribed one of these medications. Here's what makes this situation so concerning. These medications were originally designed for short-term use, typically 8 to 12 weeks. Yet studies show that over 70% of people taking PPIs have been on them for more than a year, and many for several years. It's like using a powerful degreaser designed to clean your engine once, but instead using it every single day for years. Eventually, it's going to cause problems you never anticipated. The numbers are staggering. Research indicates that approximately 68 million Americans have been prescribed PPIs, with the highest usage among people over 65. That's nearly 9 out of 10 seniors who either currently take or have taken these medications. What's even more alarming is that many people take them without even realizing the potential long-term effects on their cardiovascular system. But how exactly do these stomach acid reducers affect your heart? To understand this, we need to think about your body as an intricate orchestra where every instrument must play in harmony. Your stomach acid isn't just there to break down food. It's a crucial player in this orchestra, helping your body absorb essential nutrients that your heart desperately needs to function properly. When you suppress stomach acid production day after day, year after year, you're essentially muting one of the most important instruments in your body's orchestra. This creates a cascade of problems that eventually reaches your heart. Think of it like removing a key support beam from a building. The structure might look fine for a while, but eventually the stress on the remaining beams becomes too much, and cracks begin to appear. One of the most critical ways PPIs could be affecting your heart is through magnesium depletion. Magnesium is like the oil in your car's engine. Without enough of it, everything starts to run rough. Your heart muscle needs magnesium to maintain a steady rhythm. Your blood vessels need it to stay flexible and responsive, and your entire cardiovascular system relies on it for optimal function. When stomach acid is chronically suppressed, your body struggles to absorb magnesium from food, even if you're eating magnesium-rich foods regularly. I remember a patient I'll call Margaret, a 72-year-old retired teacher who came to see me because she was experiencing irregular heartbeats. She was otherwise healthy, exercised regularly, ate well, and had no family history of heart disease. When we reviewed her medications, we discovered she had been taking a PPI for over 3 years for what her doctor had diagnosed as chronic acid reflux. Her blood work revealed significantly low magnesium levels, despite eating a diet rich in leafy greens, nuts, and whole grains. Within months of working with her primary care physician to safely reduce her PPI usage and address her magnesium levels through dietary changes and careful supplementation under medical supervision, her heart rhythm disturbances significantly improved. But magnesium depletion is just one piece of this complex puzzle. PPIs may also interfere with vitamin B12 absorption, another nutrient that's crucial for heart health. Vitamin B12 helps keep your homocysteine levels in check. Think of homocysteine as rust that can build up in your cardiovascular system. When B12 levels drop, homocysteine levels can rise, potentially contributing to inflammation in your blood vessels and increasing cardiovascular risk. There's also emerging research suggesting that long-term PPI use might be associated with changes in gut bacteria. Your gut microbiome is like a garden that needs the right conditions to flourish. The bacteria in your digestive system play crucial roles in producing certain vitamins, managing inflammation, and even influencing your cardiovascular health. When you dramatically alter stomach acid levels for extended periods, you're essentially changing the soil conditions in this garden, potentially allowing harmful bacteria to flourish, while beneficial bacteria struggle to survive. Some studies have suggested a possible association between long-term PPI use and increased risk of heart attacks, though it's important to understand that this doesn't mean the medication directly causes heart attacks. Rather, it suggests that the complex changes these medications can create in your body over time might contribute to conditions that could increase cardiovascular risk. This is why the language we use matters. We're talking about associations and potential risks, not direct causation. Another concern that's been raised in recent research is the potential impact on the endothelium, which is the thin layer of cells lining your blood vessels. Think of the endothelium as the inner coating of your home's plumbing. When this coating is healthy, water flows smoothly. When it becomes damaged or inflamed, you get turbulence, pressure changes, and eventually more serious plumbing problems. Some research suggests that long-term PPI use might be associated with endothelial dysfunction, which could affect how well your blood vessels can dilate and contract in response to your body's needs. Now, before you panic and stop taking your medication immediately, let me be absolutely clear about something. If your doctor has prescribed a PPI for you, there was a good medical reason for it. These medications can be life-saving for people with serious conditions like severe GERD, Barrett's esophagus, or stomach ulcers caused by H. pylori bacteria. The key is understanding whether you still need the medication, whether you're taking the lowest effective dose, and whether there might be alternative approaches that could work for your specific situation. This is why any changes to your medication regimen should always be discussed with your healthcare provider. Never stop taking a prescribed medication without medical supervision. Instead, think of this information as ammunition for a productive conversation with your doctor about whether your current treatment plan is still the best option for you. So what can you do to protect your heart if you're currently taking a PPI or have taken one in the past? The good news is that there are several evidence-based strategies that can help support your cardiovascular health regardless of your medication status. Let's start with nutrition, because food truly is medicine, especially when it comes to heart health. One of your most powerful allies in this fight is magnesium-rich foods. Think of magnesium as your heart's best friend. Dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard are excellent sources, but they're not the only options. Pumpkin seeds are one of nature's most concentrated sources of magnesium. Just a quarter cup provides about half of your daily magnesium needs. I often tell my patients to think of pumpkin seeds as nature's heart medicine. You can sprinkle them on salads, add them to yogurt, or simply eat them as a snack. Another excellent source of magnesium is dark chocolate. And yes, I mean real dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao content. A small square of high-quality dark chocolate provides meaningful amounts of magnesium while also delivering flavonoids that may support blood vessel health. It's like getting a hug for your heart and your taste buds at the same time. Avocados are another heart-healthy powerhouse that provides both magnesium and potassium, another mineral that's crucial for heart rhythm and blood pressure regulation. Think of potassium as magnesium's partner in keeping your heart beating steadily and your blood pressure in a healthy range. Bananas are perhaps the most famous potassium source, but avocados actually contain more potassium per serving than bananas. Plus, they provide healthy monounsaturated fats that can help reduce inflammation. When it comes to vitamin B12, since this nutrient is primarily found in animal products, seniors following plant-based diets or those with compromised absorption due to medication use need to be especially mindful. Wild-caught salmon is an excellent source of B12, plus it provides omega-3 fatty acids that are like premium fuel for your cardiovascular system. If you're not a fish eater, eggs from pasture-raised chickens provide B12 along with choline, another nutrient that supports heart health. For those who prefer plant-based options, nutritional yeast is a B12 fortified food that adds a savory, almost cheese-like flavor to dishes. You can sprinkle it on popcorn, add it to soups, or mix it into pasta dishes. Think of it as a flavor enhancer that happens to be heart protective. Now, let's talk about supporting your gut health, because remember, a healthy digestive system is crucial for nutrient absorption and overall cardiovascular wellness. Fermented foods are like probiotics you can eat, providing beneficial bacteria that can help restore balance to your gut microbiome. Kefir, which is like a drinkable yogurt, contains multiple strains of beneficial bacteria and is often better tolerated than regular dairy products. Sauerkraut, kimchi, and other fermented vegetables provide probiotics along with fiber and other nutrients that support both digestive and heart health. But here's something many people don't realize. The timing of when you eat these foods can be just as important as what you eat. If you're taking a PPI, try to consume your most nutrient-dense foods when your stomach acid levels are at their highest, which is typically in the morning before you take your medication. Think of this as giving your body the best possible window for nutrient absorption. Bone broth deserves special mention here because it provides minerals in a form that's easy for your body to absorb, even when stomach acid is reduced. Making bone broth is like creating a mineral-rich elixir that supports not just your heart, but your bones, joints, and digestive system as well. You can sip it warm like tea, use it as a base for soups, or even drink it cold if you prefer. Exercise is another powerful tool in your heart protective arsenal. But it doesn't have to mean hours at the gym or high-intensity workouts that leave you exhausted. Think of exercise as a daily gift you give your heart, not a punishment you impose on your body. Even gentle activities can have profound effects on cardiovascular health. Walking is perhaps the most underrated heart medicine available. A brisk 20 to 30 minute walk stimulates circulation, helps your heart pump more efficiently, and can even help improve the function of your blood vessels. But here's the key: consistency matters more than intensity. It's better to walk for 20 minutes every day than to do 1 hour-long intense workout once a week. Resistance training is equally important, especially as we age, because it helps maintain muscle mass and bone density while supporting cardiovascular health. You don't need heavy weights or expensive equipment. Simple bodyweight exercises like wall push-ups, chair squats, or resistance band exercises can be incredibly effective. Think of resistance training as a way to keep your entire body strong and resilient, which in turn supports your heart's job of pumping blood efficiently. Yoga and Tai Chi deserve special recognition because they combine gentle movement with stress reduction, breathing techniques, and balance training. These practices are like a complete wellness package for your cardiovascular system. The deep breathing involved in these practices can help activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your body's rest and digest mode. This can help counteract the chronic stress that's so damaging to heart health. Speaking of stress, let's address this often overlooked factor in heart health. Chronic stress is like having your car's engine running in the red zone all the time. Eventually, something's going to break down. Stress hormones like cortisol can contribute to inflammation, elevated blood pressure, and irregular heart rhythms. The good news is that stress management doesn't require expensive therapies or complicated techniques. Deep breathing exercises are one of the simplest yet most effective stress reduction tools available. Try the 4-7-8 technique. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, and exhale for 8 counts. This simple practice can help activate your body's relaxation response in just a few minutes. Think of it as a reset button for your nervous system. Quality sleep is another crucial component of heart health that's often overlooked. During sleep, your heart gets a chance to rest and repair itself. Poor sleep quality or insufficient sleep can contribute to inflammation, elevated blood pressure, and irregular heart rhythms. Creating a sleep-friendly environment means keeping your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet, and establishing a consistent bedtime routine that signals to your body that it's time to wind down. One simple sleep-supporting habit is to avoid screens for at least an hour before bedtime. The blue light from phones, tablets, and televisions can interfere with your body's natural production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep cycles. Instead, try reading a book, listening to calming music, or practicing gentle stretches. Hydration plays a role in heart health that many people don't fully appreciate. Your blood is about 50% water, so when you're dehydrated, your heart has to work harder to pump thicker blood through your system. But hydration isn't just about drinking more water. It's about maintaining the right balance of electrolytes, particularly sodium and potassium. Instead of reaching for sports drinks loaded with artificial ingredients, try adding a pinch of high-quality sea salt and a squeeze of lemon to your water. This provides electrolytes in a more natural form while supporting proper hydration. Herbal teas like hibiscus tea have been associated with blood pressure benefits and can be a flavorful way to increase your fluid intake. Now, let's create a practical action plan that you can start implementing today. Remember, small consistent changes are more powerful than dramatic overhauls that are difficult to maintain. First, if you're currently taking a PPI, schedule a conversation with your healthcare provider to discuss whether you still need the medication, whether you're on the lowest effective dose, and whether there might be alternative approaches for your specific situation. This isn't about stopping your medication abruptly, but rather about ensuring your treatment plan is optimized for your current needs. Bring a list of any symptoms you've noticed, how long you've been taking the medication, and any concerns you have about long-term use. Second, focus on incorporating one magnesium-rich food into your daily routine. This could be as simple as adding a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds to your morning yogurt, enjoying a small square of dark chocolate after dinner, or including half an avocado in your lunch. The key is consistency rather than perfection. Third, commit to moving your body for at least 20 minutes every day. This doesn't have to be structured exercise. It could be gardening, dancing to your favorite music, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or parking farther away from store entrances. Think of it as investing in your heart's health account every single day. Fourth, establish one stress reduction practice that works for you. This might be 5 minutes of deep breathing when you wake up, a short meditation before bed, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of herbal tea while focusing on things you're grateful for. The goal is to give your nervous system regular opportunities to shift out of stress mode. Fifth, prioritize your sleep by creating a consistent bedtime routine. This might mean setting an alarm to remind yourself to start winding down an hour before you want to be asleep, keeping your bedroom at a comfortable temperature, or using blackout curtains to create a dark environment that supports natural melatonin production. Here's what I want you to remember as we wrap up our time together today. Your heart has been faithfully serving you for decades, beating approximately 100,000 times every single day without you having to think about it. It deserves your care, attention, and protection, especially as you age and face new health challenges. The relationship between medications and heart health is complex, and it's not about demonizing any particular drug or treatment. PPIs have helped millions of people manage serious digestive conditions and can be life-saving when used appropriately. The key is ensuring that any medication you take is still serving your best interests and that you're supporting your overall health with lifestyle choices that promote cardiovascular wellness. Remember that small, consistent actions compound over time to create significant health improvements. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Instead, focus on making 1 or 2 small changes and building on them as they become habits. Your future self will thank you for the investments you make in your health today. Every choice you make about what you eat, how you move, how you manage stress, and how you care for your body is a vote for the kind of health you want to experience in the years ahead. You have more power over your cardiovascular health than you might realize, and it's never too late to start making choices that support a strong, resilient heart. If this information has been helpful to you, I encourage you to share it with someone you care about who might benefit from learning about the connection between digestive medications and heart health. Knowledge is most powerful when it's shared, and you might be helping someone have an important conversation with their healthcare provider that could significantly impact their long-term health. I'd love to hear from you in the comments about which of these heart-healthy strategies you're planning to try first. Are you going to add more magnesium-rich foods to your diet? Start a daily walking routine? Have a conversation with your doctor about your current medications? Your commitment to taking action could inspire others to prioritize their heart health as well. Thank you for taking the time to learn about this important topic. Your heart is irreplaceable, and the steps you take today to protect and nourish it will pay dividends for years to come. Take care of yourself and remember that every heartbeat is an opportunity to choose health and vitality.